to Tapxe time.
And I am Jarrett Battle, and this is
Dale Woodson. How are you guys doing today?
Well, today we are going to be talking your head off with random stuff. Stuff that probably doesn't even make sense in your real world.
But in our world it does. And if you're watching, then maybe in your world it does too.
Exactly. So, let us begin our random topic spree with our funniest stories ever. Dale, you first. What's the funniest thing that probably ever happened to you?
Wow, I didn't actually know that question yet. Let's see. When I was a kid, I was at a zoo and I got bit by a squirrel. Since then, I've hated squirrels. But now we have made amends, and now I'm friends with them. Okay. Jarrett?
Well, I have to say, Dale, it has been years since the funniest event for me happened. It was actually Halloween night. And I was going trick-or-treating with my brother and an old house friend of mine. So anyway, we were carrying this carton of eggs that was supposed to be used for breakfast that very day. And we were actually talking to our dad. We were saying we were gonna cook the eggs, about 3 of them over at the house. So then we basically went outside and we began tossing eggs at random things, which was pretty stupid. But you got to keep in mind now, I was probably 8 or 9 years old when that happened. A kid. I'm practically a kid now. But anyway, that's off the point. So we got back home expecting to have pizza and all this and whatnot. And instead, we probably got told off for about, let's see here, 6, 7, 8 minutes over what we were doing for that Halloween day. That is probably top 5 of the funniest things that ever happened to me. Dale.
That works. All right, and all right. Sounds good. All right, next topic is one that some people might not think is important, but I think a lot of the youth holds vital importance to our daily lives. All right, what's your opinion on the new Family Guy versus the old style Family Guy?
The new
Do you think it's more of an evolution in a positive way or more of a de-evolution?
Well, you see,
what's your
Dale,
opinion on that?
The old Family Guys were somewhat very classic in a way. Not classic as in, well, it was funny as crap, so that's very classic. But as far as it being new,
yeah, no, I see. I agree.
The new stuff just sort of expands where it's at now. The comedy, the style, the media. It's what the teenagers want to see. We teenagers really need more of that. We want more. We want to know what's really going on in the daily lives of our society. So, in a way, Family Guy sort of touches on that in a very funny way, and a way that youth really find enjoyable.
Well, I sort of agree on that, but I think, like while you were saying, the early episodes of Family Guy were more classic TV show, and that's what I agree at. They had their random moments, but I think they were placed, I don't know, they were rarely placed throughout the show, so they had a lot of impact when they did. But I think the newer episodes have been, more going toward Robot Chicken type, with a lot more randomness. And I still find them funny and still enjoy them, but it lost some of the Family Guy. With the title, it kind of harkened back to an old era, and the original episodes kind of had that. But I believe currently my favorite show that deals with actual issues is this new South Park episodes. I wasn't a fan of the early shows, but over the last few seasons, they've become really pretty good social commentary, I'd say.
And Dale, on this subject, do you feel that us youth should know what's really going on out there in the real world, out there in the United States, and just everywhere, period?
Yeah, I definitely think that people need to know what's actually going on, not just what you read on Facebook or what you see on Twitter or what you see on quote-unquote news shows like CNN, which have become more entertainment shows than news shows. Personally, I don't think here in the U.S. we see very few actual shows that actually tell us the actual news. And I think we should be more of a global village and try to know what's going on in the rest of the world. If there's a giant disaster, it'll be page 4 of the newspaper or something like that. Well, I think we should all know about it more. We're very isolated here.
Dale, I quite agree with that statement. I think there's things that happen out here in the real world that people really need to know about, really want to know about. They don't just want to hear what news people have to say, because sometimes, at times, it sort of flips the switch a bit. You know, some facts are stated wrong, others are stated more correctly. I'm thinking that maybe there should be more of a media sense of what's going on, more news, more stuff that people should actually really know about. Yeah,
I see most of the news shows we see have one of two slants, a far right or pretty much left side. And while I'm not saying we need something in the middle, people just need to realize that when they're watching the news, they are watching something that's slanted tremendously by companies and things. And so it's not, so to definitely delve into the subject more, to learn about it yourself and not just take what Glenn Beck or whoever else will tell you.
You know, Dale, I think you're correct. I think people want to know what's going on. I don't think they want any slants. I think that people just want the truth.
The truth is definitely, whether it's with a capital T or not, it's very... Is there truth? I don't really know, but it's hard to even find the facts for things to see what's actually going on.
You know, Dale, you're correct. It is very hard to find facts and statements of what people want to know, what people want to see. They want to know what really is going on. Is Obama changing the government? Are our tax rates finally down? Is the price on gas down, rather? I mean, to put it bluntly, that's a killing.
Definitely. All right, let's light it up a bit now.
Yeah. All
right, next topic is... drum roll. All right.
Well, actually, on what's going on, you know, let's talk about this weather. What's up with that snowstorm the other day?
Yeah, definitely. First time in my memory I can remember that it actually snowed in October. It wasn't much of a storm, but still, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think we might be in for quite a rough winter, which I enjoy. I enjoy the snow.
I enjoy the snow myself, but trust me being a student, I really don't want the makeup days.
That's true.
I don't know. What do you think is up with that, Dale?
I don't know. And this is where everyone's going to think, okay, we're going to say global warming or not, but we're not. So
yeah, if it was
I'm not sure what's happening.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a weird weather thing.
If it was global warming.
Perhaps it is global warming. Perhaps it's not. That's not what I'm deciding right now.
If it was global warming, it wouldn't be freezing now, would it?
No. Well, it's called global warming, and a lot of people don't believe in it, but it's just kind of the name. Whoever decided to call it global warming in the first place kind of jinxed themselves. Because if you call it climate change, it makes sense. Because global warming isn't about warming. It's about just drastic changes in the weather on both sides. Colder and
you know
hotter.
what? Well, on the topic of global warming, how do you feel about? Well, I'm not sure.
Climate change.
This is really relevant or not, but how do you feel about the Hurricane Irene? It happened some weeks ago, perhaps.
I don't know. I think I was watching Family Guy. I didn't watch the news that day. So.
Yeah, that would be you, wouldn't it, Dale?
That would be me.
All right. Well, on Hurricane Irene, you know, this year we've actually had a whole bunch of very severe natural disasters. In a way, probably more natural disasters than we've probably ever seen in history, really. So
yeah, the earthquake in the area was obviously not a big deal, but for a lot of people here that haven't experienced those, it definitely was a bit of a shock and unexpected thing.
I'm going to say myself, as a Virginian, I really wasn't expecting anything like that. Okay, because
but as a Mexican, it was normal. And a Chilean.
That usually does happen.
So.
That usually happens with Dale. That earthquake, however, as a Virginian, I've never really been through too many. I've been through one in my lifetime, and that is perhaps when I was in the 3rd grade in Hopewell. Other than that, I've never witnessed anything that huge before as a Virginian. So that was a bit of a shifty experience. I don't know how everybody else would feel about that earthquake, but as a Virginian, as to me, it felt kind of big. It Felt like something
Okay, good. We're good.
changed.
Next topic. Keep it going. I'm not sure we're going to yet, but all right.
Let's keep it going here.
Jarrett,
What
what would
else?
be the most, I don't know, what video game are you looking forward to that's going to be released soon?
Oh my gosh. You have to always ask the toughest of questions, don't you, Dale?
Oh, yeah.
All right, but seriously though, the game I'm looking forward to coming up is probably Halo 4.
Halo 4?
And I'm going to tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the Master Chief.
Yeah, true.
What about you, Dale?
Well, personally, I'm I don't know, bit of a Nintendo fan, so I'm actually looking forward to a couple of games on the 3DS coming out, including like Kid Icarus. The original game was like I think 1986, and there hasn't been a sequel since. And there finally is going to be one, so I'm definitely looking forward to how they're going to reinterpret the classic and have something new.
And now, for miscellaneous stuff, not really sure this is relevant or not, but I love how you cut me off when I was explaining myself, Dale.
I'm sorry.
Oh, and
I'm not sorry.
I know you're not, which is technically very cool. But hey, Jeffrey, I'm not sure if this is relevant or not either, but you really should learn how to start taping the cable down a lot more. That's not relevant. That is not relevant at all. It is simply a joke. That's a little joke. That's from my bag of tricks. No, you're probably not even laughing right now, but hey, what does it matter? I'm going to keep it moving anyway.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Go, Dale.
Okay, so let's take a little. Well, so far we've talked about very important issues and topics that affect us all on a daily basis. Let's now continue that. No. All right, Jarrett. Just give me a quick little. What are you up to now? Like, what kind of projects are you working on?
Well, at the moment, I am sitting here in the K-Stack studio.
All right. Well, thank you.
And at the moment, I am working on a book.
Oh, really? What kind of book is this?
This is a comic book. Would you like
Any
to
more
know?
details on that? Am I being good?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, it's a book. No. It's a pretty good
Inside
comic
joke.
book, and it has pretty decent artwork. The name of it is Francis and All of Them, and it touches on a pretty relevant subject that I'm sure everybody in the United States probably period can relate to. We're talking bullying and, to spice it up just a tad bit, the supernatural. What about you, Dale?
Exactly.
What are you up to?
Well, I'm up to the same thing. Actually, I'm working with these guys, both Jarrett here and LJ, who's a man behind the curtain, working on their directing this. And I'm working on his comic book is called Capsule Time, and it's also kind of a similar vein of like with the topic of it's a high school people trying to fit in and also battling evil.
Indeed.
And both of these are be coming out at some point soon, and definitely keep your eyes open for them.
We're not going to say some point soon because that sounds so unprofessional to some people. We're going to say
March.
sometime soon in 2012.
Yeah,
It's not a
at least
definite
by
date.
March, but probably sooner.
It's not a definite date, but it's a date.
That's good.
It's a year. And here's why it's a date.
And it's also the year that the world will end. No, not really.
No, it's a lie. Don't believe it. It's a bunch of irrelevance. Nobody knows when the world's going to
The world's
end.
going to end in 2019. September the 12th, 2019 is over.
Hey,
There's
you
my
know that-
prediction. It's probably about as true as the rest of the predictions. So there you go.
You know what my prediction is? We don't know when this stuff is going to happen.
All right.
That's a pretty good prediction. It's also a pretty good statement, too, because we don't know when anything's going to happen. So,
Somewhat. All right.
don't worry about the irrelevance of life. It's a statement. It's not true. Wait a minute.
Jarrett, can you kind of explain what the heck you were just talking about? Because that made absolutely no sense.
I do
actually
not
don't.
know.
Just don't worry. All right, next topic. It sounded good, but I didn't really get it. Okay. So if you didn't get it either, then that's, yeah.
If you
that's
didn't get
normal.
it, that is part of our random day.
Yes.
That's the whole point.
We're about chicken with people, but not quite as vulgar or annoying. Yes.
Oh, so you're calling me annoying now?
No. No, not as annoying. Never mind. Okay.
Which is technically cool, because I'm a bit annoying to anybody who might know me.
All right. He's not too annoying. He's all right. He's an all right kid.
Now, I consider myself fairly average. I'm not the guy, but I am a guy.
The guy on the couch.
A guy. I'm the guy on the couch right there.
Yes, he's the guy on the couch. Just
like
let you know if you get that reference, good. If not,
just like I'm the guy on this seat. And if you ever want to look at the guy on the couch, look at a movie. Heck, every movie has a guy on the couch.
Yeah. We won't tell you the name. But he's the guy on the couch, and I am the guy with Jerry Garcia in a pouch.
And he's the guy that...
Jerry Garcia in a pouch.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. We're good.
Whatever he said. Okay. So, our next topic is... This is part of Random Days, so don't get mad if we do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Let's talk music.
All right, music. Yeah.
All right.
So what have you been listening to recently, basically? Or how about, let's think of some bands or songs that we love, we like, but that no one else really knows about.
Yeah,
Of course, that's all the music I like, basically, anyway. But
what is one of your music inspirations, though?
Well,
do you have any?
Yeah, my main inspiration for I create music also for the fun of it. And my main inspiration for what I create would be Brian Eno, who is a British producer and a genius.
Brian Eno.
He does a lot of ambient kind of work.
Why do you say Brian Eno? Why not Gorillaz or Michael Jackson? Hey, perhaps even Eminem. And I don't know if you guys know this band or not, but Depeche Mode. Yeah,
I do love Depeche Mode, and they also are the same time period as Brian Eno, a little later, of course. But Brian Eno just I enjoy his artistic view, like how he sees things. Very different. He does what he thinks he needs to do for the art. And then with Depeche Mode and New Order are also my two favorite bands. Actual bands. He's more of a producer, but yeah.
Are there
Big
any
fan
other
of keyboards in the 80s. And while I am 25, I do like to think of myself as 38. So, in music taste at least. All right.
Are we done?
Jarrett.
Me? Oh gosh, there's a whole bunch of them. Simply because they start off just like us. They start off people wanting to accomplish something. And I'm going to say that in music, one or two of my favorite inspirations is probably Eminem and Michael Jackson.
Oh. Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
They're both, I don't know, pretty good
stories. You can't take anything from them.
Michael Jackson is the king.
Exactly.
Will always be, no matter what anyone says.
And Eminem, he's just, I don't know, he's just has more of my lyrical sense. I don't know if people probably share that same view on music, but I definitely do. I mean, I don't see what there's the big deal about him.
Well, he does do a lot of controversial things. That's kind of his way to make it. So, talent-wise, I definitely appreciate Eminem.
Exactly. Talent-wise, he's just amazing. You can't really take anything from him. I mean, it's just that simple. To all the viewers, that's just how it is.
All right, Jarrett.
Dale.
So recently there was a homecoming dance. Did you go to that or enjoy that?
Did I go to that and did I enjoy that? Well, Dale, that is a pretty fair good question. But the answer to that question is no. And here's why I don't usually go to homecoming dances. Because I really don't take high school sociality very seriously. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I really don't.
Makes sense.
Simply because high school is probably, shall we say, little kid stuff?
I concur, yeah.
Yeah, so I really don't take dances seriously. I mean, if I'm going out somewhere, I'm going to a movie or out to buy something, perhaps even a game or a book or clothes.
Not that.
Who
Too quiet. Okay.
Okay. So, what about you, Dale? Have you ever been to any homecomings in your life?
No. Because I'm a nerd, and I'm proud of it, and I don't do that normally. Never did. Well, I went to one when I was in 8th grade. It was partially fun, but that was it.
Oh yeah, this reminds me of that funny time. I saw a duck.
What?
I have no idea. But, you know, good times. Even if you never have them.
Wow.
Because it's
That made a lot of sense. Okay.
I know. All right, so Dale, what do you think about books out now? What's your favorite books?
Favorite book? I actually don't read much. Yeah. I know. It's random. Most people think, oh, if you're a smart person, you read a lot and everything. I just don't read. I don't know.
Do you think if
I can read, and I occasionally read, but I'd rather read nonfiction and learn something than read a fiction book.
Say, Dale, do you feel that all smart people reading a book, do you feel that that's a bit stereotypical to some people?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a stereotype. 'Cause everyone's like, oh, what are you reading? I'm like, oh, I'm not reading. They'd be like, oh, really? I
Hey.
play a video game. Yeah, because I have a few hours off from when I'm not working or working on a project. And that's the one I want to do.
Yeah, I agree. I think
I have a bizarre
some-
mind, so the stories that come up in my head are usually, I don't know, more bizarre and fun than the stories I read in books anyway.
that is insanely true. I mean, the stuff we come up with. Which
Yeah.
reminds me of another story about the time my brother saw a curtain dance out of nowhere.
I remember that time, yes.
Yeah, still, we were probably sitting there drinking coffee, and then all of a sudden my brother comes up with this story about a curtain
They began to dance.
moonwalking all over the place and breakdancing. Now,
And-
in today's place, that would probably be a bestseller too, in today's world.
Yeah, you just need something, but don't need much of it. On that dancing curtain topic, which is very relevant to all of us on a daily basis. No. But if you do want to check it, we did make a video of us dancing curtain skateboarding in honor of that. So you can check that out online.
Yes. The curtain ennobled all of us, and it shall not be forgotten.
Yep. Amen.
All right, Dale. So, in our last couple of minutes we have left, what are some of your favorite restaurants to go to?
Let's not do that topic because that's kind of boring. Let's do a different topic.
Yeah,
Sound
you know
good?
what? That does sound kind of whack.
All right, let's do a
For the
different one.
record, I like Golden Corral.
Oh, it's not here anymore though. But yeah,
which
Golden Corral's all right.
depresses me.
Oh, we're doing the topic anyway, but that's okay.
Exactly. You know what? We're just going to spice it up a bit our way. Why do you feel that our restaurants that we like going to are the best?
Because you enjoy it.
And
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's
Okay.
just completely irrelevant.
Yes.
I mean, who cares about a restaurant?
All right, Jarrett. Okay. Now something that actually makes sense. Maybe. I don't know. Probably
No,
not. I don't care.
something that doesn't
But
make sense.
yeah. Give me a little 3-minute bio on where you're from.
Well, Dale, where I'm from, where am I from? It goes way back. But generally, I'm from Charlotte. I'm from Charlottesville. I've considered this home. But I was born in Chesterfield, Virginia. And I've been to a whole bunch of schools in my lifetime because I, probably like most kids out there, moved around a lot. So moving around a lot brought me here, and the only place I'll probably ever consider home. I don't know if I have any people. Well, I probably got family, but as far as people goes, I don't know if I have any of them. But I do know that I will probably always love Charlottesville, and this is where I'm from. And things I like doing, probably writing. What about you, Dale?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I've also moved around a lot as a kid. I was born in Chile, then moved to Mexico and lived there till I was about, 12 or so, and then moved up to Charlottesville or Fluvanna actually, and then have considered Fluvanna and Charlottesville area my home since then. It's all right. Charlottesville's all right. No, I like it. I'm just kidding.
And now, with our very last 4 minutes here, we are going to waste your time, just like we were doing earlier. Okay, Dale. Favorite amusement parks?
Favorite amusement parks? Busch Gardens. I like it better because there's more of a theme instead of just rides.
Yeah, exactly. Go. All right. King's Dominion.
Why?
Because it's King's Dominion.
Okay.
I rolled the Dominator. Okay.
That works.
Favorite ice cream cone?
Favorite ice cream cone would have to be Haagen-Dazs strawberry. Only Haagen-Dazs strawberry. That's the best kind. Okay, yours.
Banana split. And here's why. Because it's banana. That's why.
Works.
Banana. You love it. All right. Favorite insect? Go.
Favorite insect? Don't have one. I hate them all. You.
Okay. I hate them all. I don't like them.
All right. What pet would you have if you could have a pet?
Let's see here. I would have, I'd have a snake.
I would have a parrot because I like parrot. I want to get a parrot and teach it to say reloading, reloading over and over all day, and it would drive everyone insane, including myself.
Okay. Favorite time in history?
Favorite time in history? The 1980s, man, because it was awesome, and I wish I was like a teenager in the 1980s just because I like the music and yeah. Or the future, man. That'd be really cool too.
The late 80s.
All right, what do you think?
I have to agree.
What
do I think? My favorite time? The late 70s. Because John Carpenter came out with Halloween. And that's classic. I don't know if that's relevant or not. The theme doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite camera angle?
Favorite camera angle is the one that shows me, which is this one. And I think Jarrett's favorite camera angle is probably, I'm not sure, that one. Yeah, I think so.
Actually, you know what? I really don't know. They're cameras.
I like camera 1, 2, and 3. They're pretty good. All right.
Favorite.
You know what's really cool in the studio? There are power outlets on the ceiling, which is kind of cool. All right, we're down to our last minute.
Now we are down to our
Somehow we have killed 29 minutes of your life and our own lives.
Exactly.
And I hope you have enjoyed it. And if not, watch it again and whatever.
No, you're going to enjoy it because we're. What he said. You know what? You don't have to enjoy it.
If you don't like it, well, watch it again and you might like it. And if not, oh well.
And now,
hopefully
for these very last 60 seconds, we are going to conclude that.
And we're going to have this sentence last the whole 60 seconds because he's going to talk so slow. That's okay.
Yeah, so.
All right, I think we are running out of time.
Yeah, so.
So thanks for watching. This is Tapxe Time with Dale Woodson.
And Jarrett Battle.
And LJ,
the
or
director
Jeffrey Battle
guy.
Jr. behind the curtain.
And
Wizard of Oz.
The audience right over there.
Yes, we do have an audience.
Yeah, we got an audience. Yeah, that's Dad. Hey, Dad.
Okay, there's a cheering that you can hear. And all right, and that should be about it. For our last second, we'll just say thanks for watching. Favorite costume? I don't have one. Yours?
Yours.
What? Okay.
Okay.
Y bienvenidos a todos a la show y hasta luego los vemos. Bye. Bye.